Hey guys, this is Coach Mo at the Play Try Performance Center in Dallas, Texas, and today I'm going to teach you how to do deadlifts for your hips. Now this is one of my favorite exercises that I like to teach all of my clients because this is probably one of the most functional and useful exercises that you're going to use. I'll show you how in a second, but basically you deadlift every day, so I want to teach you how to do it properly to build strength through your hips, low back, and spine, right? A popular way to do deadlifts is with a barbell, but I encourage my clients and I teach my clients to start this motion with a single dumbbell to protect the low back and spine. What I do is have my feet pointed straight ahead, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, with a dumbbell in between my feet. From here, keeping my spine straight, head forward, I drop down and grab the dumbbell. Be sure when you do this that you don't flex your spine forward and your head's not up or down, okay? Now, if you find that you can't bend down this far without flexing your spine, what you would need to do from that point is simply start the dumbbell up on a block somewhere where you can go down and keep that neutral spinal position to begin the movement. All right? So we drop down, head is straight, spine is neutral, weight is on my heels. From here, the action comes from driving through my heels, squeezing my glutes, and coming up, locking the knees out, squeezing the glutes, pulling the shoulders back, and in position. I want to take my time and drop down in about a 3-second negative. Hold just before the weight touches the ground or the block. Start again from driving through the heels, squeezing my glutes, pulling the shoulders back, and in the range of motion. The whole time I do this, my focus is on my heels and I'm squeezing my glutes to build strength through the hips. All right? This is how I start the motion in almost a squat type movement. As you progress, if you'd like to isolate the hamstrings and the glutes a little bit more, you can bring your feet in a little bit closer, about hip width, and instead of the squat, you simply bend your knees, soft joint, and then the action comes from your hip. So you see my knees really don't move, my spine stays straight. I'm going to lower the weight just till I feel a little bit of tension or stretch in my hamstring. From here, the weight again is on my heels. I initiate the motion for my glutes. So I squeeze my glutes, squeeze, 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 shoulders back. Slowly drop down, hold, and again I initiate the movement from my glutes, squeezing the glutes, and pull all the way up and down. Now, one of the common mistakes I see with a lot of people is that first they can't maintain that flat back and they end up flexing their spine. This is an absolute no-no. You cannot do this. Reason being, if you have weight in your hands, that weight is going to cause tension on your spine and you have a very high propensity of damaging your back by having your spine flexed. Another thing that I see that people do incorrectly is they come down through the movement and they bounce out and come out of it. They drop down, they bounce and come out. Again, that bouncing out transfers a lot of that load from your glutes and hips into your low back, and we want to avoid that at all costs. So do this safely and do it effectively, and you want to come down slow, hold, squeeze your glutes, and come back up. Now, I told you that this is a very functional movement, something that you have to do every day. So let's remove the dumbbell and put in a box. You have a delivery, you have to pick up a box. Let's say it's something you have to pick up off the floor. If you have children, you're going to have to pick up toys. You're going to have to move furniture. The best way to do this is with a deadlift. You can start hip width stance, a little bit wider in your shoulders if you want. Drop down, grab the box, drive through your heels, squeeze your glutes, and you have the box. Now, if you're at home and you don't have a gym or access to a gym and you need to exercise, you can also use a box. You can use laundry detergent. Really, you can use anything with weight to simulate a dumbbell or resistance. Again, I'll just go through the same motion. Dropping down, driving through the heels, squeezing the glutes, and end. And then to progress, again, soft joint in the knees. The action comes from my hips. Come down till I feel a slight stretch in the hamstring. Again, keeping my head neutral. Squeeze the glutes, and back up. This is Coach Mo, and this has been Deadlift for the Hips.